Scientific study of Rig Veda, class 55. We are going through the Sooktha-24 of Mandal-1. Now today we are going through the Mandras 10 to 15. This also is related with the VARUNA. VARUNA is the orbit or the force behind the orbit. There are different types of orbits. One is the orbit of atoms. These orbits are formation of new things. In all chemical reactions, orbits are taking place. That is why it is called a periodic table. Period means it is a process in orbit. So the chemical property of anything depends on the period or the orbit, that is VARUNA. And the whole universe is controlled by the movement of these planets. That also is related with the orbit in which the planets are moving. So the whole universe is under the laws of this VARUNA, that is called VARUNA law. Now based on this, we can first go through the mantra 10.
RIGVEDA Mandalam 1 Sooktham 24 AMIE Riksha Nihidasa Ucha Naktam Dadrishre Kuhajit Diveyuhu Adapthani Varunasya Pradhani Vijagashat Chandrama Naktamedi.
It says, where is the stars in the daytime? There are a number of stars and it is shining in the night. But where is it in the daytime? And moon is shining in the night. But where is the moon in the daytime? Then it says, nobody can overcome the laws of the VARUNA. That means orbit. Because we can see the moon when it is far away from the sun. That means when it comes in between Earth and the sun. When it comes in between Earth and the sun, we cannot see the moon. At the same time, this moon is revolving around in its orbit around the Earth. When it moves away from this line, that is the line between sun and Earth, when it moves away from this line, we can see the moon. Its size gradually increases. In the daytime, the sun is very bright. We cannot see the moon. So, all these are related with the position of the moon in its orbit and the angular rotation of the Earth and so on. The same thing is happening in the case of stars. In the daytime, we cannot see the stars because the sun is very bright. Why it is changing? Due to the movement of these planets, including the sun. Sun on itself is moving. So, these are related with the orbit in which these planets and everything, these globes are moving. So that laws are known as VARUNA's law. Now let us go through the 11th mantra.
RIGVEDA Mandalam ഒന്ന് സൂക്തം 24-11. തത്വായാമി ബ്രഹ്മണ വന്ദമാനസ്തദാ ശാസ്തേ യജമാനോ ഹവിർഭിഃ അഹേളമാനോ വരുണേഹ ബോധ്യർ ഉശംസ മാന ആയുഃ പ്രമോഷിഃ.
It tells with the use of mantra related with Varuna. We are praying Varuna to give us longevity. Suppose the maximum life of a human being is 120 years. That means it depends on the number of rotations that this earth makes around the sun. So it depends on the movement of the earth around the sun. If it rotates 1, our age is 1. If the orbit is very small, then the earth will rotate very fastly. Then our lifespan will become, length of our lifespan will become reduced and so on. So it is related with the orbit, and at the same time these planets are controlling the activities of human beings. When it comes in a good position, our health will improve. When it is in bad position, we will become sick and so on. So these are decided by the Varuna, the orbits, or the force behind these orbits. So he prays Varuna to give us longevity. Now let us go through the 12th mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 24-12. തദിന്നക്തം തദ്ദിവാ മഹ്യമാഹുസ്തദയം കേതോ ഹൃദ ആവിചഷ്ടേ ശുനശേവോ യമഹ്വദ്ഗൃഭീത സോ അസ്മാൻ രാജാ വരുണോ മുമോക്തോ.
It says this Sunasheva sought the help of Varuna to make him free, to remove his bondage with the orbits. That means if he becomes sannyasi, and if he merges with the Brahman, that is if we are able to overcome this Maya, then we will become free. In the case of yogis, they are becoming free from the influence of these orbital movements of the planets. Our all day-to-day activities are controlled by the movement of the planets in the special orbits or in the Varuna orbits. But to overcome this influence, we should become, the only way is to become, we should move away from this Maya. That is, our Jivatma should merge with the Paramatma, that is Brahma Sakatkar. That is possible only if the planets allow us to follow that path, because every our activity is controlled by these planets. They created us to do some work, and we can overcome it if there is no work in future and in the coming births also. If there is no work, it will not create any desire in us, and we will then move away from the worldly pleasures, and we will overcome this Maya, and we will join with the Brahma. All these things are related with the movement of the planets, our birth chart, etc., and our future. If there is any work in future, in the coming births also, that is decided by that force, even the Varuna itself. So Shinashaba overcomes such an influence from these planets, planetary movements. So it tells us also to follow that path and to sought the help of Varuna to overcome this Maya. Now let us go through the 13th mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദ മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 24-13 ശുനശേബോ ഹ്യഹ്വത് ഗൃഭീതശ്വ ആദിത്യം ദ്രുപദേഷു ബദ്ധഃ അവൈനം രാജാ വരുണ സസൃജ്യാത് വിദ്യാം അദപ്തോ വിമുമോക്തു പാശാൻ.
It says this Rishi of the Sukta, Shinasheva, sought the help of Varuna to overcome the influence of these planets. There are 3 types of influences as per this mantra. One influence is due to the influence of our planetary system, Sun and the 7 planets including Sun. There are 9 planets including Rahu and Ketu. These are one influence. They are influencing us. Another force is due to the influence of the earth. Earth also is pulling us towards it. To overcome this influence, we should use rockets such a force to our escape from this earth. So there is one earth is influencing us, holding us. The planetary systems are influencing us. Above all, there are 49 modules there. That modules are also in their orbits. They are also influencing us. To overcome from these forces, they should overcome all these 3 forces. So, this Varuna sought the help of modules also, and even the Sun. All these, they sought the help of modules, Earth, and all the planets to free him from the influence of these orbital laws. Now let us go through the 14th mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദ മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 24-14 അവതേ ഹേളോ വരുണ നമോഭിരവ യജ്ഞേഭീർ ഈമഹേ ഹവിർഭിഃ ക്ഷയന്നസ്മഭ്യം അസുരപ്രചേത രാജന്യേനാംസി ശിശ്രത കൃതാനി.
Here it says, here is praised Varuna to remove our sin. It is not easy to overcome the influence of these planets. Due to the movement of these planets, problems are occurring in our life. We are facing different types of problems or everything like that, angry or everything like that, due to the influence of these planets. Diseases are there. There are different types of sufferings. These sufferings are represented as sin. So it tells Varuna to remove our sins, means remove our problems, because that is possible. If the planet comes in good position, there is no problem. If there is in bad position, we may sick or anything like that. So the only way for us is to pray the Varuna to keep away from such sins and make our life happy. That is a request. Now let us go through the 15th mantra.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 24-15. ഉദുത്തമം വരുണപാശം അസ്മദ്ബാധമം വിമധ്യമം ശ്രഥായ അഥാവയമാദിത്യവൃതേ തവാനാഗസോ അതിദയേ സ്യാമാം.
Again he tells Varuna to remove the bondage that come from the upper side. That means that Madhus are influencing us, the sun is influencing us. First cut that one. Then only we will become a saint, or we will become free from this Maya. So there are 3 types of forces acting on us. One is coming from the upper side, from the sun, that planets above us, and the Madhus also. So he tells Varuna to cut that forces, that rope which bounds us. It also tells the Varuna to cut the force from behind. There is force from behind. Behind also there are planets. The earth also is pulling us from behind. Upper, lower side. That is lower side. Behind means lower side, not behind, from lower side. Upper side and lower side. The force, the planets and Madhus etc. in the upper side is attracting us, influencing us. So first cut that one. Some planets are pulling us from behind. That is mostly Earth. And in addition to that, there are planets also there. They are also pulling us. So cut that bondage also. There are sides coming from sides also. So cut that one also. So that make us free. That means we are influenced by a number of planets and Earth and that Madhus. There are 49 Madhus. All these are influencing from all sides, Due to the influence of these forces, we are wandering here and there in between these forces. They are influenced by these forces. Due to the influence, we are moving. All our activities are controlled by these forces. Thus we comes under the influence of this Maya. To escape from this, the only way is to cut all these forces. Is it possible? The only way is to pray to the Varuna. That depends on Varuna and Lord.